All right, let's go. Take it all the way down to your mat. Here we go. Hello. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad to see we're all smiley faced today. We're going to take this ring and we're going to try and sit as tall as we can. It's hard to know if you're sitting tall because you don't have a mirror beside you, but I'll tell you if you need to come more forward or come back. But you want to try to have your ear, shoulder, and hip in a straight line. The arms are reaching long. Plug the shoulders into your back. The heel of the hand is on the ring. The fingers are reaching long. We're always lengthening. We're going to take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, gently press into the ring. Draw your chin to your chest. Scoop your belly and round halfway back. Stay inside this tractor tire as you come back up. Once the shoulders are over the hips, stack your spine. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, press in to that ring, tucking that tail. Inhale, we're still rounded. Exhale, up. And again. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms up this time. Float them up. And the spine lifts tall. Bring those arms back to parallel. Shh. Now stay here. Let's reverse the breath. Let's inhale first. Exhale. Round. Scoop. Lengthen those arms. Inhale. Grow tall. 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 Not moving fast. Exhale. So you see, one way may have worked better for you. Maybe you feel the core engage more as you exhale as you lower. And we'll do one more. Let's inhale up. Exhale down. Now right here, if this is feeling straining to your back, you'd want a play ball right behind you. Some of you may have your ball with you. We're going to press into the ring, crunch in a little deeper, and then come right back. So it's like in bar class, you go up an inch, down an inch. This is in an inch and back an inch. I press gently into my ring. I not only feel my core, I can also feel those armpit muscles firing as I press my ring. The shoulders should be relaxed. Relax them down there. And 3, and 2, and 1. I want you to twist towards me, and the leg is behind you. I want you to lengthen it long. Retrace your steps. Other direction. I lengthen one leg. I spiral around. Come back through. Inhale. Exhale. Take your time. Inhale. My neck needs to stay with my spine. So if my spine stops here, I don't keep my head going. I inhale. I exhale. One more time. Lengthen, twist, and scoop, and don't forget the breath. Inhale. 2, exhale. Take the ring between those thighs. I'm going to reach my arms long. I think I see 2 people coming up the steps to class. And we press into the ring. Good morning. And lower it all the way down. My arms are up. My shoulders are down. My rib cage is heavy. I want you to take a nice big inhale. As I lower my arms towards the mat, I'm curling my tail up off the mat. I press my pinkies into the floor so my palms are turned in. A nice diagonal line from my knee to my shoulder. And then I lower back down. Articulate, articulate. Take your time, take your time, take your time, take your time. Tuck the tail. Inhale. Lengthen, scoop, squeeze the glutes. Exhale. I'm going to press into my ring as I exhale and lower down. Tuck your pelvis, palms turned in still. Pinkies go to the floor, chest and shoulders open up. Exhale. Think of lengthening that tail as you lower down. 2 more times, please. Tuck, scoop, inhale. Exhale, press into the ring as you lower. The ring is optional. You don't have to use it. And one more. If you'd rather use a play ball, a pillow, nothing at all. And then bring it back down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab onto that ring. Take one of the pads and place it behind your head where you would if I would say put your hands behind your head. The hands will go on the front pad right over your forehead. I'm going to take my legs together, melt the shoulders, and sink that rib cage deeper. If you have a neck issue, this may be enough to help support it, but you don't have to lift your head if that is not going to be enough for you. I'm going to inhale on my mat, and on the exhale, I'm going to press through my hands and crunch up until my shoulders are off the mat, my chin's to my chest, my eyes to my navel, and I lower it back down. Try that again. Pressing through the hands, my neck is just resting with my head on the other pad. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, chin to chest. Feel those abdominal muscles engaging. You want to look to that navel. Inhale down. Now this time I'm going to take my right leg up with me into a tabletop. I'm going to exhale up. Inhale down. Switch to the left, please. Exhale. Again, you want to feel nothing to your neck. If this is not a cold position for your neck or your back, you never have to lift your head in Pilates. You will do everything else with us, but keep the head down. Exhale. Now this is too easy for you. You can try both legs, but your back has to stay heavy on that mat. Now only tap the toes, not the whole foot. So you're either alternating or doing two legs at one time. I'm exhaling up, inhaling, no space between your back and the mat. Exhale up, inhale down. We're going to do two more. Use your hands as much as you need them. Lower back down. And last one. Exhale. Remove the ring. Inhale. And on the exhale, hug those knees into your chest. Turn the ring so you have a pad on the outside of each thigh and place your feet back down. Arms reaching long to your side, right next to your rib cage. And I want you just to put pressure on both pads of your ring and then release it. So I'm pressing outward, my belly's pressing in. So in Pilates, you always have opposition. Something's going up, the opposite's going down. Something's going in, something's going out. And as I press against my ring, I'm going to do an inhale. Exhale, sink the rib cage deeper. And it's a small press. I barely can tell the rings are being pressed into. But what this is doing is it's opening up those lower back pockets. It's also working in the abductors, the abductors, the outer thigh. And just give me two more here. And we press and return. And we press and we return. Now I'm going to take my arms back up over my chest, my palms face forward, my shoulders are heavy. I'm going to cue eyes to belly. You don't have to lift your head at all. If you're a beginner, I would encourage you to keep your head down. We're going to inhale to prepare. On the exhale, I'll nod my chin to my chest, peel my shoulders off, but everyone's arms are going to reach long. Now we're going to squeeze a lemon in each armpit. Squeeze that armpit muscle and start to pump these arms. And we're going to breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press against the ring. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release and inhale. And inhale. Maybe you started with your head up. You're starting to feel strain. Put it down. Pump your arms still. But never look up at the sky. You want to look into the navel. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Press out. Do you know where your back is? Is it heavy on the mat? And breathe. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4. Anyone counting? I ask this every class. You would think somebody would start to count. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And release. Rock yourself all the way up. Grab onto your ring. I'm going to start that ring on my shins. And this is a really modified roll down, but I'm going to start here today. So pressing down into my ring, into my shins, I'm lifting my spine up. So we want that lower back to not be so smashed. We are trying to lengthen. I'm going to keep my ring where it is. I'm going to inhale here. Exhale, just round back. Press through your ring, zip back up. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Push your navel back. Think of your chest pressing in, the arms wrapping around that back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, return. Now, harder. I'm going to take my ring off my shins. Inhale. And on the exhale, I'm going to come back until my lower back maybe touches, maybe not that far. Retrace your steps and come back up. Take it back. Press into the ring. Eyes to navel. Bring it back up. Now, if that's not challenging for you, if it hurts your back, I would say it's too challenging. We're going to come all the way down. Our head will go onto the floor. We nod that chin to our chest, eyes to navel, and we bring it up. Do that again. Relax the shoulders, eyes to navel, until you're all the way down. Now this time, draw the chin to your chest. Inhale as you start to come up, and on the exhale, round forward like you're going down a waterfall. Retrace those steps, bring it back. You choose how far you go back. Remember, I started with that ring on my shins. Maybe you should still be there. Eyes to belly, inhale. Press, now straighten the legs and give me a Pilates V. So heels are in, toes turned out. I'm going to stay in flexion. I'm going to feel the back of my legs pressing into the floor. Round forward, here is where we're going to come up to. Stay in this rounded position, chin to chest, eyes to navel, and you're going to start to roll back. Keep the ring close towards you. Melt the shoulders. Tuck your tail. Squeeze those thighs together. It will support the abdominals. Eyes to belly, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. I'm rounding inside a tractor tire, so you shouldn't have came up with a flat spine. Chin to chest, head heavy. Bring it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the legs all the way up. Squeeze your bum. Grab onto the ring with your feet. Lower the legs down to the floor. They're hovering. Eyes to belly, press into your ring. That's it. Lower back down. Try to have your back heavy. Anchor down that rib cage. Eyes to belly. Bring it back down. And chin to chest. Eyes to belly. Press into your ring. One more. Eyes to belly. Now I'm going to let my ring go flat. Slide my feet out until it's right pressing into the sides of that ring. Not the best flow, but it worked. And then we're going to bring ourselves up, pressing into the ring. Could you feel the belly now doing its job? The ring reminded it. And you know what? Some days I can't do a roll up. I modify. So I'm going to press into my ring. That's going to engage right here and right here. Roll it back. Melt those shoulders. Press into the pads. It will activate this, which will support this. Now, no momentum coming up. For 8 counts, we're coming up. Eyes to belly. Inhale. 1, 2. Press in your ring. Exhale. 3, 4. I'm peeling like a fruit roll up off the wrapper. Yes. And bring it back. 8, 7. This is our last one. 6. Yay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze into the ring. Bring it up. Can you grab onto it? Okay. So, all right. So we feel like we're in a circus this morning. Take your right foot on one of the pads. The other leg can be bent. Make sure your neck is always relaxed, okay? We're going to slowly zip this leg straight up. Feel the back of your knee pressing against an imaginary wall. The belly went in deeper. Bend that knee back in. We're going to reach this leg up. We're going to exhale the knee up. Inhale as we bend the knee. So you're getting opportunities here every time you straighten your leg to get that belly to go in a little deeper. Relax those shoulders. Use your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Now you can keep the left leg bent or you can lengthen it. It's up to you. What feels better to your hip and what feels better to your back? Flex your heel. Point the toes in the ring. Flex the heel. So I kind of use my hands and arms to pull the toes towards me and then press it away. 2 more, please. Pull it towards you. Press it away. And 1 more. Okay, I'm going to take that ring off my foot, one pad in each hand, heel of the hand on the pad, fingers reach long, shoulders heavy. Now, if having your left leg straight is popping your back off the mat, if you can fit your hand back there, you want to bend that knee. It's going to give you more support. Do not let this left leg flip around like this. It's got to stay pressing into your center line. Take that right kneecap and turn it away from you, and that happens with the hip externally rotating. This movement is for your core. We're going to take this right leg towards the left, pause, come back to center. Take it away from center, come back in. So I go to my left, center, sweep it to the right. Now keep doing that, but notice, what is the pelvis doing? What are the hips doing? What is your back doing? Nothing should move with this leg. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so now I'm going to make a circle. So I'm going to go towards the left side of my mat, sweep down around, and come right back up. Again, around to come up, the breath. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to press my ring on the exhale. Round to come up. So remember, nothing else moves. One more. Now I'm going to reverse that circle. I'm going to go to the right, down, zip up one. Inhale, exhale two. Your belly is working so hard and it's not even an ab crunch. Woohoo! One more. Inhale, exhale, hook those toes. Give that hamstring another stretch. Try to push that foot through the pad, lengthening that leg even more. Arms are straight. Draw the chin to your chest. Now this is not going to be easy. Anchor that lower back and come up. A little bit momentum there. Now pull the ring towards you. Hello, hamstring. Melt the shoulders. You come down as far as those arms straighten. Pull back up. Can you feel that belly working with you? Lengthen, scoop, and round. Melt those shoulders. Bring it up. My elbows poke out. Go back as far as those arms will straighten. Bring it up towards you. Good. Hold it here. I'm going to slide that foot over. Add the other foot. Take that other foot out. And let's roll it back. Yay. Okay, let's stretch. Now you can pick. Should the right leg be straight or bent? What feels better to your hip? What feels better to your back? Relax the shoulders, please. Now I'm going to soften my left knee. And I'll straighten it as I exhale. Inhale, bend the knee. Slowly, slowly. We don't move fast in Pilates because we don't feel the work. We don't feel the abdominal connection to that body. Everything you do in this class should come from the, yes, the core. Good job. We're awake this morning. Nice. Exhale up. Your hips must lay there still. Pelvis is heavy. Let's just do one more. We'll keep it up. Now make that decision. Is your right leg staying straight or does it feel better bent? Try both. What feels better to you? Take the ring off your foot and put one pad in each hand. Shoulders down, fingers reach long. Now turn that left kneecap away from you. So we're in external rotation. We're going to take the leg towards the right. This little pendulum move first. Come back to center. Take it to the left. Come back to center. Inhale, cross. Exhale, back up. So I want you to keep moving this leg, but can you feel your belly? The belly is really working to move this leg. It's stabilizing your pelvis, right? It's keeping those hips still. It's keeping your back heavy. Maybe you need to make the move smaller, and that's fine. Your circles can be as small as you want. One more, and then we're going to start to do circles. So our shoulders are down, kneecap turned away. We're going to go towards the right side, around, and come up. Inhale, exhale, 2. Round to come up, 3. Are your hips moving? Is your back moving? The answer should be no and no. One more. Inhale, exhale. Let's reverse. Around 2, come up and squeeze. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 2. Make sure glutes involved too. Pause. Hook the pad behind the toes. Draw the chin to your chest. Let's take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Come up. Arms are long. Yep. Try to press the other leg straight now that we're up. Then we're going to pull by bending our elbows. Pull the pad towards your forehead. Lengthen back. Can we bring our body up towards the ring? And then melt back down. Shoulders, shoulders. Lift up. Reach it long. Inhale. Exhale. Can you feel anything happening in your body? Or are we just like dancing around the ring? I hope it's not that. Yeah, this is fun. One more. Lovely. And then bring that foot down, hook the other foot to it, and then sit as tall as you can. And it feels so good to sit tall. And the more we do our Pilates, the taller we're able to sit. Perfect. Now see if you can maintain this tall spine, nice and tall, belly pulling in and out. Grab onto your ring and place one of the pads right at the top of your rib cage. And my hands just circle around. Now if this is like killing you, bend your knees, right? Or you can take them out. Or you can sit cross-legged. All right, so we're going to inhale nice and tall. And exhale, rotate towards me. 1, a little further. 2. Inhale, center. And then exhale. 1, a little further. 2. Sit taller. You shouldn't feel like ouchie, ouchie if you were sitting on thumbtacks. I'm staying up tall. Exhale. Don't sink into your seat. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Further. 2. One more each side. To me, one last time. And then away from me. Shh. And release. Hook your feet in the bottom pad. Don't worry, I clean these after each class. In case you're thinking, well, my feet are on this, my hands are on this. Balance. Now, if this is straining to your lower back, just keep your toes in the pad on the floor. But try to pull that belly in and up. Shoulders are always down. Okay? But I'm going to try and balance here. Good. Shoulders down. Belly in. Now, if you have any kind of issue with your tailbone or your spine, you want to just hold this position, okay? If you want to rock, we never rock onto our necks, and it's slower is better. So make sure you know what's behind you or your shoes behind you. All right, so I'm going to tip that teapot. Seat goes up, seat goes down. But your feet need to stay real close to your seat. So if you go slow enough and with enough control, you shouldn't be like, oh, that killed my back. That was a thud. Slower. Because thudding is not going to feel good. And you can also stay back here and do these little rocks and just try to iron out that lower back, yeah? And then bring yourself up and pause. So if you're tight to your lower back, no matter how hard you try, you are not ever going to not thud until you get that more flexible. How does that happen? Take the ring down for a second. This is something that you can do at home. Take your hands behind your thighs for support. I'm going to tuck my tail as I'm coming down. And that part of my lower back is going to open up. And I'm going to try and touch my lower back and then bring myself back up. So sort of we did that with the ring, right, on our shins. But if you keep practicing that, because if this is tight, you won't be able to get your lower back, right? So you want to keep focusing on sending your tail towards your heels. You got to get your booty out of the way, yep. And then bring it back up. So that's your homework. If you're struggling with the roll up, anything that's rolling, okay? All right. 2 different spots this ring can go. If you have a neck issue and you want support, but you want to lift your head, you're going to do what we did at the beginning of class. We put it behind our head and had our hands here, right? And by pulling on the ring with our hands, our head just rested. You can do that way. Otherwise, I'm going to have my hands here. The last option is keep your head down, but do everything else with us. You never have to lift your head in Pilates. I say it every class because that's the number one complaint people have about Pilates. It hurt my neck. It's going to hurt your neck if you're not lifting it correctly and you're not strong enough to lift it. Okay, don't speech. Here we go. Lower to the base of your shoulder blade. Draw your knees under the ring. Eyes to navel. You can't look up at the sky. You can't look at your thighs. It's looking to your navel. I'm going to take my right leg straight out. My left knee is going to come closer towards me. Switch. Now this hurts your back. Angle the ring higher and the legs higher. Bothers your neck? Put your head down. Or you can try and have the ring behind your head and the hands on the other pad. Let's cue breath. Inhale. Now exhale. Inhale. You want to strengthen your lungs too, right? So we need to breathe. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Where should your eyes be? Inhale. And don't be stubborn. Exhale. Strain to the neck. It's not cool. You'll leave class with it. Put your head down when you need it. One more set. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Anytime you need to, this is a good thing to come to. Pulling those knees into your chest. Relaxing those shoulders. When your neck feels strained, you want to look to one side of your mat and then look to the other. That'll give you a nice little release. We're going to have fun with double leg stretch today. So I'm going to lift my head up again from my chin to my chest, eyes to navel. I want you to take your feet through the ring and press them out. Woo! Now take it out of the ring and reach everything away. She's crazy. Bend the knees, go through your ring, bam. Now reach everything away while you keep your back heavy. Inhale, out, exhale. Inhale, pause, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, out, exhale. Inhale, I think we're getting warmer. Exhale, watch your neck. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, take them through and release. Want to stretch your neck? Look to one side of your mat at a time. Yep. Okay. Take your ring, hold it up over your chest, shoulders down. My knees are still in. It's just like I'm hugging them into my chest. I want you to zip up both legs slowly and feel like a Ziploc baggie with those inner thighs. Boom. Belly went deep, back went heavy, shoulders relaxed. Keep your head down for the first couple. You can choose if you lift it up. Take the right leg towards the ring and the left leg away. And we're going to tap that leg towards the ring twice. 1, 2. Switch. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. I want your back heavy. Now, if you want, same thing, but you just nod your chin to your chest and curl those shoulders off the mat. And toot, toot, the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale. 1, 2. You can also put your hands under your seat if this is hurting that lower back still. If you just can't get that back heavy, put your hands underneath your seat. Scissor, 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 scissor. Yep, scissor, scissor. If you want, eyes to belly. Inhale, exhale. One more. Hug it in. Oh my, does it ever get easier? What do you think? No, because you want to know why? Because you start to get things more and more, and then you work harder at your form. Take your feet through the ring, press against the pad, so I'm down more towards my ankles. If your lower back is getting cranky, put your hands under your seat and zip your legs straight up, heels turned in, toes turned out. You can also have your arms to your side, hands behind your head. You can lift up your head off your mat, We're going to lower these legs for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, lift. Now, I didn't say how low to go. You're only going to go as low as you can keep your back heavy and your hips free from strain. I must keep that back on my mat. I inhale as I lower, exhale, lift. 1, 2, 3, zip pause. 1, 2, 3, pressure against that ring so you don't drop it. 1, 2, 3, whoo. 1, 2, 3, lower, lower, lower. Keep your back heavy. Woo, woo. Now take one hand to the opposite pad. Bend your knees, lower your head. Zip your legs up, reach to the opposite side. So if it's left hand, I'm going over to my right. Bring it down. I'm going to anchor one elbow down for right now as I lift up. So I'm pushing that one down as I lift up. Now as you get more advanced, I want that shoulder off the mat, elbow off the mat, and we're rotating. Shh. You got it. And how are we doing? Maybe you keep your knees bent. Maybe you don't lift your head at all. Maybe you just reach like this. That's a possibility. Maybe you put your feet down and reach the arm across. Don't work through strain or pain, but you can work through a burn. Shh. Pick your poison. Woo. Can we do one more each side? Perfect. I like that. Spoken for all. And grab onto your ring. Hold it chest height, feet down. Let your knees drop to one side. Knees to one side. Gently press into the pads, engage your core to bring those legs back up. Release the ring, let your knees drop to the other side. Lovely. Press into the ring gently to come back up because you're using your core. And your knees pull up and in. And the knees pull up. Exhale, one more each side. Inhale, now control coming back up. Exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale, rock yourself up. Do your abs feel like they're working? The answer should be yes. Everything you do, it's abs. You want to work your abs? This is a class to be. You want to have a healthier spine? This is a class to be. You want to see your alignments in your body and know where it is? This is a class to be. All right, so again, the legs are straight. It's harder to sit up tall if you've got tightness in your hips, your hamstrings, and your back, right? So if you're trying to sit up tall and you're just like, I just can't, always bend the knees, and that will release the hip flexors a little bit more and lift you up, okay? So the heel of my hands are on my pad. My fingers are reaching long. I'm going to take a nice big inhale, zip up my spine. I'm against a wall. On the exhale, nod your chin to your chest. Now, as I start to take my fingers an inch forward, my navel is going to go an inch backwards. Now I'm going to peel. I'm going to keep going forward until I'm at the middle of my back. So I don't do this. My lower back isn't against that wall anymore. I want it against the wall. Now suck your navel in, squeeze your bum, stack up your spine, melt the shoulders, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest first. Now my arms will start to move forward as my back rounds. Relax the neck, let it hang. Inhale, suck it in, lift it up. Exhale. Try to keep your feet flexed, and if your legs are straight, press the back of those knees into the mat. Inhale, zip it up, melt those shoulders. Exhale, now I want you to stay right here. Now we're going to work these armpit muscles, okay, and the core. So just an inch, I press into my ring and release. My head is heavy. My shoulders are down. So think of a lemon being in that armpit, and you're squeezing into that lemon as you press into the ring. But the ring also is working that core. So I'm doing an ab crunch while I'm doing this. And 4, relax that neck, relax the shoulders. 3, and 2, and 1, and stack your spine up. So I'm going to lengthen that ring a little bit further away from me. Put your left foot inside one pad. It's more like my ankle. Take your right leg on top. Use your hands here as like a kickstand to hold you up. So open your chest. We never want to be like this. This feels better. Now, if I collapse my muscles, my ring looks like an oval. But if I'm working, I'm pulling that belly in and using the back of my leg as well as my hip, my ring is a circle. A gentle push down and release. Down, open the chest. Try to zip up out of that lower back. And I'm using my belly first to push the ring just a little bit. I'm feeling the back of my leg and glute. And I want those shoulders back and down, chest open. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee and place that leg inside the ring. Then I'm going to press up. Now this is hard for me. I got some weakness in this one hip, so this is hard. Maybe it's hard for you. And 4. Maybe you want to go back to this way. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now I'm going to circle this leg around. Make it smaller. So now I found my zone. Use your belly. And now let's reverse it. Not easy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankle. Bends again. Reach for your ring and take it forward. Good. Okay, so the leg that was just on top is going to come through. So we're switching it. Take the other leg on top. It's more like my ankles more than my heel, but be where it's comfortable for you. Make your ring a circle, please. Zip up your spine, and we'll press in just a little bit. These can go more than an inch. We're only going an inch. That's all you need. I want you to feel the connection with the ring in your core. You can't be thinking about anything else right now because you'll miss these connections. As I'm pushing that ring down, I feel my navel pulling in. You know what it feels like to do an ab crunch. Create that in your core without crunching. Feel the glutes pressing down. Open up the chest. Feel like you're going through a door frame. And 3. I really don't want to do the other set, but we're going to do it. Bend your knee and come inside. I lift up, and it's a tiny 2, 3, 4. Belly's got to be involved. 4, 3, 2. Now make little circles in one direction. Stay small. Don't bang into your ring. Woo, use your belly. And then reverse. 5, 4. Ooh, so B by B. 3, 2, 1. And cross that leg over. Reach for your pad, one hand at a time. Yeah. Do you know why one of the jobs our front hip has is to help us walk. It lifts our legs. It gets us up steps. So if we've got weakness there, it's only a battle that you don't want to take with your body. So we're going to try and work these hips and keep them stronger and more flexible. Okay, let's put 2 feet in our pads, in one pad. Are we sweating? Is this an aerobic class? Now we're going to slowly start to zip these legs. Now, if you want, you can stop right here. First floor. Second floor. Ding! You're on top of the roof. But keep out of your lower back. Keep out of your lower back. Retrace your steps. Put yourself in a little suitcase. Where are we going to go? Now start to lift those shins parallel. I'm going to start to look straight ahead at my toes. Then I'm going to bring it up a little higher. My arms will straighten. I'm going to push into those pads, and my belly's going to go in. My shoulders are down. Put yourself back in that little suitcase. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back in. And 1, 2. You choose what floor you stop on. Lengthen. Bring it back in. 1 more. We'll bring it up. We'll bring it up. We'll bring it up. Shoulders are down. Press in opposition. Feet going one direction. Belly going the other. Shoulders are down. Can you flex your feet? Now can you drop one leg and bring it up? Other leg. Drop. Bring it up. You don't have to. Remember, I do this in steps. Down. Lift. The opposite hand as the leg. Hey, look, this is a multi-level class, right? So you guys are like, let's go. You had to focus. When you start thinking about something else, that's when we go, oh boy. Last one. Bend those knees in and release. I'm going to let go of my ring for a second. I'm going to pull my heels towards me. Grab onto your ankles. Push those knees down with your elbows. La, la, la. Okay, let's go into our stomach for some extension work. So you want to have your head on this side, so look at each other. Into the center of the room is where you want to face. Otherwise, you can't see me. Okay. So I'm going to do it first without my ring. I want you to take your hands underneath your armpits. Nothing of your arm, no part of your arm should be touching the mat. My belly button's pulling in. If you have a lower back tightness, you want the legs a little bit wider, but I'm going to go sits bone width apart. So I'm going to start by lifting my chest up, and my head's going to go along for the ride. I'm going to press through my hands, shoulders go down, my belly button stays on, but I'm in this extension here. I'm squeezing my butt, and I come back down and pull my belly button away from that mat. Lift up your chest, the head's along for the ride, meaning don't do this with your head. Come back down. Lift up on an inhale. Squeeze your seat. Exhale. Another challenge you might want to take. I'm going to inhale here. Exhale, let my arms come off the mat. Can I hold myself in that position? Inhale, hands go back down. Exhale, return. Maybe that's not for you. Inhale, melt those shoulders. Squeeze your bum. Belly in. Lift if you can without paying to the back or neck. Hands back down and release with that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now I'm going to grab onto my ring. This is going to bring your arms a little higher. So if you have a shoulder issue, I would do just the way we just did it. I'm going to take my hands on top of my ring. Now I already feel like my back is starting to go into an extension. Still squeeze your seat. The heel of the hand gently presses down as you lift up your chest. Only an inch that ring goes in. Squeeze lemons with your armpits. Squeeze your bum. Exhale, pull your belly button away from the mat. Press gently into the ring. Squeeze lemons. Arms are straight, straight, straight. They're so straight. Exhale. One more. As I press down, my chest is coming up. I'm squeezing my seat. I come back down. I release my ring, and I slowly stretch back into a child's pose. Don't go too fast. Scoop the belly and round the back. Good. Now, before you get too tired on me, I'm going to do some tricep push-ups, and we're going to use our ring if you'd like. So the ring will kind of give you feedback. The ring will give you a little bit of support. So I'm going to take this ring and put it right like this. Now the ring is only supposed to go an inch, so I'm not going to do a tricep push-up where my chest is an inch away from my mat. It's just a tiny little bend of your elbows. If you have a shoulder issue and you need to not have a lot of weight on it, you can stay in this quadruped position. If you're able, you come back into a plank. I tuck my tail. I squeeze lemons in my armpits, squeezing my inner thighs, squeezing my glutes. Bend the elbows just an inch. Press back up. So you should stay like a long beam of steel from your head to your heel. No speed bumps. And squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale. More advanced. When you're lowering down, lift a leg. Come back in. Other leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. To your knees and stretch back. I'm going to make my wrist release here by palms up and curling my fingers towards my wrist. That was fun, and you know it. Okay, let's do some bridges onto your butts. So I'm going to have my ring towards the end of my mat, away from my head. And I'm going to put my right leg straight on it, and I'm going to bend my left leg. You can always do this without the prop and 2 feet on the floor, because I'm going to be doing one side at a time, which means if I have weakness in this glute, this hamstring just may get cranky and start to feel a cramp. We want to avoid that, okay? So my hips are in a straight line. My leg is in line with my hip. My bent knee, I'm pressing my inner thigh into my center line. It's not flopping out, okay? Drive through your left foot. Everything lifts up. Everything comes down. I push the back of my arms and shoulders down as I lift up. I lift up, open the hips, and I come down. Let's exhale up, inhale down. Now I'm going to hold this up, press an inch into my ring, release, come back down. Count ones up, press the ring, 2, 3, release. Inhale on the down. Can you feel that inner thigh, the left leg engaged? Otherwise, your knee might be flopping out of its center line. I lift up, press the ring, return, come back home, lift up, press the ring. Can you give me 2 more? I like these today. Up, press, release, come down, up, press, reach, and come down. Take your left leg straight up. Give me a little hamstring stretch. Thank you, hamstring. I'll soften this knee, grab behind that thigh, and bring myself up. And I'll switch which leg is on top. Hi. We okay? You're almost there. Long leg, other leg is bent. You don't have to use the ring. Bring it on down. Okay. So my right leg is bent, but it's pressing into my center line. Arms right next to my side. My right heel is underneath my right knee, and my foot is completely on that mat. I'm not rolling to one side. I'm going to press into that center line with that right leg. Press everything up. Exhale up. Inhale down. So guess what? If you didn't squeeze that glute, you just got a hamstring cramp, didn't you? You had to fire the glute before you lift. Try it again. Squeeze your bum. Come back down. Squeeze. Come back down. Now we'll add that little press of the ring. So I'll lift up, press the ring, release, come down. If you happen to get a hamstring cramp, just bring that right leg straight up as you're coming down and stretch that hamstring for a second. Just lengthen that leg. When you press that ring in an inch, it's the back of the leg, it's the glute, and the what? The core, making sure you're listening, make sure you're doing that. Come on. Up, squeeze your bum, belly in, inhale down. Exhale up, the back of my head gently presses into my mat. I lift up, I press, I lower. 2 more. Inhale, regroup. Last one, make it your best one yet. And then bring that leg straight up, the right leg, stretch that hamstring. Ah, lovely. And then rock yourself up. Okay, onto your side. So I'm going to take my ring, lengthen my arm long. So it's going to be on my thighs. The heel of my hand is always the pressing part of that pad. Now this bottom rib cage here, if I collapse it, I've collapsed my shoulder and nothing is going to go well with this. So I want you to push down off that mat. Make sure your shoulder and your elbow in a straight line, knees towards the top edge. This is level 1 where I'm going to start. Okay? I just want you to press into the ring a little bit and release. Don't let the rib cage collapse. You're squeezing a lemon in that armpit. I should not feel strain to this bottom shoulder or my neck. If your neck is feeling strain, holding it like this, look down at your elbow. Now I want you to come up into a side plank. You have to readjust that because the arm can't be that long, fine. Hold this plank and press into your ring here. If this is too hard, go back down. Harder, take your top leg straight. Harder, take both legs off the mat. And we press. Can you feel that bottom oblique holding you up? And the glutes. I'm squeezing a lemon in these armpits. Shh. And 3, and 2, and 1, and we lower the hips down, and we're going to put the ring between our ankles. So one's on top, one's on the bottom. We'll lay all the way down onto our mats, and make sure you've got hip over hip and shoulder over shoulder. My free hand is going to be flat on the mat, and I'm going to push into the mat to lift my legs up, hold it, and then lengthen to lower. Relax this top shoulder. Press the hand down as you lift up. 2, 3, and come down. And again. Hold. 2, 3, bring it down. Make sure you're not rolling back. You should not be on your butt cheek. You're on your side. And come down. If you need to, get rid of the ring and just lift your top leg and keep the bottom leg on the floor. And again, I lift up and hold. Push that hand into the mat. Lock that shoulder down. Release. And again, exhale as we come up. Inhale, regroup. Exhale. 2, 3. Bring it down. Exhale. If you need a break, take one. Make sure the chest isn't forward either. You got to be completely on your side. Reach those legs longer and make sure your head is resting on something. Don't have it in the air. Now I want you to keep this one up. We're going to do little circles forward towards the top edge of your mat. Squeeze that ring, pull the belly in. Woo! Reverse. 5, 4, 3, real straight legs. 2, and 1. Bend the knees. Grab onto your ring. Take that ring in front of you again. Elbows bent. Lengthen your legs. Slide your legs towards the top edge of your mat. I'm going to take my top kneecap and rotate to the ceiling. Now I'm going to lift my leg up light as a feather and press into my ring as I come down. Lift up. Exhale. Heel goes all the way out on top of the other heel. Lift up and reach. Press into your ring. Scoop that belly. Lift up. Reach long. Inhale up. Exhale. Press into the ring. I release the ring on the up. I push my belly in on the down. And one more. Nicely done. Bend both knees in. Release your ring. Sit up and let's go on to the other side. Last one's a rotten egg. Pilates push-ups for you. Ooh. Make sure you can see me. Face me. Your head just goes the other direction. So I got my rib cage lifted. Knees to the top edge of my mat. Shoulder over elbow. Heel the hand long. Pull this in. I'm going to press into my ring. Now remember, when you press into the ring, your belly's going and crunching. And you're also going to press into that armpit muscle. It's a tiny press. Arms are straight. Squeeze a lemon in that armpit. So here's where my first level was, right? Then I said you can lift up your hips. Readjust if you need to. And press. Every time I press into that ring, I'm pressing my belly in. Next level, straighten your top leg. Woo, made it harder for that oblique. Next level, scissor. Open up that chest. Squeeze lemons in that armpit and this armpit, both of them. Can you feel that bottom oblique? Yes or no? Just checking. Shh. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1, and release. Put the ring between the ankles. Oh, this one again? Yes. You don't have to use your ring, because look how high that brings that leg, right? All the way down. Now press your free hand. Press your free hand into the mat as you lift these legs. Hold. 2, 3, bring it down. Exhale, I press through that heel of my hand. Do not lean back. My elbow should be in the air. My elbow is against my rib cage, and I just press into that floor. 2, 3, so now I'm working right here to lift. Right there, squeeze it. Right here, squeeze it. The glutes, squeeze it. Keep the bottom rib cage nice and light. You don't want to feel your butt cheek on that mat. You're on your side. If holding it for 3 is not for you, don't hold it up that long, but you got to use your belly. Suck it in. Suck it in. Suck it in. Hold. 2, 3. Press that hand down. Hold. 2, 3. Lengthen. Now hold this one up. Let's do little circles forward towards the top of our mat. 2. Are you squeezing your bum to support your back? Squeeze your bum. And now let's reverse. Relax those shoulders. 4, 3, 2. Bend your knees. Grab onto your ring. Straighten your legs. Rings in front of you. Elbow is bent. Slide your feet forward. So you're at a 45-degree angle. You're still on your side. Rotate your top kneecap to face the ceiling. And we'll lift up light as a feather. I press into my ring and lengthen down with control. Inhale, up. Exhale, 3, 2, heel on top of heel. Inhale, up. When I lift this top leg up, I'm pushing my bottom leg down. Lift up, inhale, exhale. Press it up, reach and press into the belly, into the glute, and those inner thighs. There's magnets, they're coming together. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Last one. Oh my goodness. Woo! Bend those knees and bring it up. Let's stretch. Can you sit cross-legged for me? If not, legs straight out, diamond shape. Grab onto that ring. You made it. It was easy today. But you can make any class hard. It's up to you. Sitting up tall is hard. It's work. But if I take the easy route, I'm here. Reach this arm straight out. This arm is straight out. Heel the hand on. I want you to anchor this butt cheek down. And I'm just going to gently press into my ring as I side stretch. Where should you feel the stretch? Right along here. I lift up, so if I need to, get that ring further out. Inhale up. Belt the shoulders. Exhale. And then release this arm down, but it doesn't mean you go with it. Other side. Reach as far out as you can. Take the heel of the hand on the pad. Anchor that hip down that you're going away from. Inhale up. Good. Feel the length in that side. Anchor that hip down. And release the ring, release the arms. Walk your hands forward. Let the head be heavy. Keep your core engaged, just pressing back as you're going forward. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. Walk your hands back towards you. Now on a nice big inhale, zip up your spine. Now on the exhale, feel like you're spiraling taller. I don't collapse. I don't go, oh yeah, I'm exhaling. Inhale up. Stay just as tall as you exhale down. Give me one more. Sit even taller. Yes, because you can. See? I saw every one of you go taller. Now don't sink as you lower the arms down. You made it. Now don't collapse. We're done. All right, questions, comments, complaints. Bring them up. Let me know what's going on with our bodies. Let me know what didn't feel good. What did feel good?